Good morning, Wanderlust Adventure Company here, coming to you from Dinosaur National Monument. We are just outside Vernal to the east in what's called the Island Park Road. This is somewhere I've never been, but this is going to be the first adventure of many over the next 3 days. We've got a hiking adventure, we've got some petroglyphs and some other areas we're going to go check out, but stay tuned for that. That will be multiple videos. Right now I'm stopped alongside the road. You saw the sign, it said there's some petroglyphs up here, so let's go for a hike up here and see what we can see as we explore this part of Dinosaur National Monument. Looks like we've got a sign right up here. Maybe it's going to tell us a little bit about what we're going to look at. This country around here has a lot of rock art, and a lot of it is very interesting to me. And I don't know, I've been really looking at it this year, and it's just been something I've been extra interested in. See if I can get out of the shadow. But anyway, this is Fremont culture, Fremont Indian culture. And they had some really interesting rock art. We're going to go to McConkey Ranch after this. And from everything I've seen online, that place is just amazing. So stay tuned. When we get to some of this rock art, we'll be back with you. All right, this is just a very short trail. There you can see the power wagons right down there. But we're getting close to some of the rock art. Feels good to be outside. We've had a lot of rainy weather, including last night. I woke up to snow on the ground at home when I left this morning, which is kind of an odd sensation. You're loading up for a backpack trip and there's snow on the ground. But anyway, we got over here to Utah and it's a lot warmer. The weather's a lot nicer. It's beautiful out here. Some extremely rugged country. I'm really not more than about 90 miles from my house as the crow flies, but it took me almost 3 hours to get here just because I had to drive around everything that is known as Dinosaur National Monument. But, oh yeah, wow. Look at that right there. That's really cool. See that guy right there? That's pretty amazing. The trail continues on this direction. As with any of this country out here, be cautious. There could be rattlesnakes. I don't see them very often, but they are around. So wear good footwear, wear long pants, protect yourself just in case you were to kick one up. All right, here's a great panel. That dark color on the rock, I've heard it called a couple of things: desert patina and desert varnish. I don't know which one is right, and I don't know if it matters, but this is a really neat panel. This is a lot of the same thing we're going to see at McConkey Ranch, only just a lot more of it. Yeah, that's fantastic. Very cool. And these are petroglyphs. These are done by mechanically chipping away at the rock with a tool, whereas a pictograph is a painted on figure. We'll see some of those through our adventures. There's a small one there. Don't know if that's original or not. There is, unfortunately, vandalism that goes on in some of these sites. Please don't do that. Small figure right there. Yeah, and some spirals, which unfortunately looks like has been shot at. But yeah, very cool. Neat history. Let's take care of it. Look at that. What do you think that's all about? I've seen pictures of this panel, and that spiral is interesting. It's it looks like a galaxy. And I don't know, you know, there's a lot of theory that maybe the Indians were visited by aliens at some point, and you see some of this stuff and it really does make you wonder if they were. Believe whatever your beliefs are, but anyway, some of that stuff makes me wonder. Very cool. Wow. For reference, that's my hand. I'm not touching it. Please don't touch them. But that thing is every bit of 4 feet tall, maybe even taller. There's some smaller ones down here. Might be hard to see. Those are a little bit lighter. They've been eroded away. Yeah, this is amazing. This is exactly what I came out here to see. Look at that. That's just mind-blowing to me that this stuff has survived 1,000 years or more. But man, that's a fantastic little panel right there. Very cool. Easily accessible, everybody. It is a little bit of a hike, but it's not a long hike. So I don't know if that's one or not. I understand the K isn't. That's something somebody scratched in there. But wow, what a neat little section here. I didn't expect much. And like I said, I've seen pictures of some of this. I didn't realize they were all right here. Right there. Pretty awesome figure. Very cool. All right, trail keeps going here. Oh yeah, there's some more. Those are kind of faint. It's a little bit windy today. Hopefully that's not messing with the sound too bad. Yeah, there you go. Pretty cool. And the trail keeps going here. Yeah, this country is just huge, huge country. Extremely rugged. You know, we talked about outlaws in the Browns Park video because we are really not all that far from Browns Park, to be honest. We're just on the extreme western end of Dinosaur National Monument. So you quickly understand, you know, how it was easy for the outlaws to just hide out and find refuge from people that were trying to find them. And I'm just looking up high in that varnish or patina, whatever you prefer to call it. One thing I've learned through my research is these Indians were very agile. In some of the places that you see this rock art, you just are mind blown at how it would end up where it is. I mean, I can understand that terrain changes over time, but some of it's just way out of mind's reach of how it got there. All right, I'm going to keep going here, folks, and when we get to something interesting, I'll be back. All right, I've come up the trail to where it's going to end for me anyway. I am by myself, and I mean, I know I left word with friends back home that I'm going to be in the area, but nobody knows exactly where I am. So I'm going to end right here. I have no doubt I could probably climb up through there, but if something were to happen, I would probably bleed out right here, because I haven't seen another car since I started on Highland Park Road or heard one. I don't know how popular this area is. I'm sure once rafting season starts up, it sees quite a bit of traffic, because there is river access here. Anyway, just some interesting formations in the sandstone along the trail here. Looking back to where we came from, out this little canyon. I'm going to get back to the truck and continue this adventure. Be back with you soon. Alright, so I came down the trail a little bit farther here and was just kind of watching along, and I saw this very faint lizard. It's hard to tell if that's original or not. Maybe somebody knows. I kind of question it because it does look a little different, but there's also all these little pecks too, so I'm not real sure. If anybody knows, drop a comment down below. I'd really appreciate to know, because it does look a little suspicious to me if it's original or not. It pays to look behind you. Even though we came by this, I missed it. But you can see that guy right up here on the rock. I missed him the first time we came around. This stuff blends in really well. But yeah, there's another one that's a good solid 3 feet tall. Very cool. All right. That only goes to make me wonder how much other stuff I missed as I was walking around through here, but all the reason just to come back someday. We're gonna hike on out of here. Truck's just right there. Trail ties back around to itself here. Then get back to the truck and head on down the road. I don't really know what else is here. This was kind of a if I had time thing. And I do have time, so we're doing it. Oh yeah, boom, there again. Pays to look behind you. There's some more stuff, and there is actually a pictograph. We're gonna go up there, guys. Let's go up there, because there is a pictograph up here. Okay, and it might be hard to see, it's pretty faint. And it's way over my head, but right up there, I hope you guys can see it, is a pictograph, very lightly red, and then some more petroglyphs. We got a spiral, and then I can't quite tell what that other thing is right above it, but there again, I saw that going back the other way. I walked right by this earlier, so very cool. I'm glad we got to see the difference between pictograph and petroglyphs so I can show everybody, which we will. McConkey Ranch is phenomenal, and there's all kinds of examples of stuff there. So, all right, guys, enough of me mumbling along here. I'm gonna get back to the truck and get up the road. We'll see you soon. All right, guys, we're up the road a little bit farther here past the petroglyphs. Come to this sign, Island Park to the left, Rainbow Park to the right, 1 mile. We're gonna run down and see what Rainbow Park is first, and then we'll come back and go to Island Park. All right, we've made it down here to Island Park. Right down there is the Green River. So there's a river access here, and there's a few camp spots, fire rings, picnic tables. We'll look at those real quick, but I want to come down here and have a look at the river. It is spring, so the water's muddy and high. There you go, there's the mighty Green. Down here in Dinosaur National Monument. Some absolutely beautiful scenery. Nice warm day. It's in the mid to upper 50s, which feels real good after leaving snow country this morning. This is a really popular rafting area, by permit only, through the canyon from what I understand. And I also understand those permits are pretty hard to get. Yeah, river goes around the corner. Looking further up into the park. Pretty cool. I would imagine it is hot here in the summer. Yeah, and we're not even at peak runoff yet. That'll come, probably in another 4 or 5 weeks, 6 maybe, as we get into middle of June, early to middle of June. It's usually when runoff hits its peak. So yeah, here they talk about fish that are in this river. There are some endangered species that you're supposed to throw back, and then there's some invasive species that don't belong here, like pike, burbot, walleye, smallmouth bass. Those are not original to the river. They do have signs everywhere talking about black bear habitat and mountain lions, of course. Let's just take a quick look here. There's a handful of spots, all like this: picnic tables, fire rings, nice flat spots for a tent. Looks like there's one, two, I don't know, just a few spots here, not a lot going around in there. But anyway, what I read was this is first come, first serve camping down here. I would imagine as rafting season gets going full bore, that's kind of a fight. But today, like I said earlier, we haven't seen anyone. So off season's where it's at, if you're not doing the rafting thing. All right, let's go check out Island Park now. We will see you soon. All right, guys, we're back. We are at the Island Park overlook. There you can see the island of Island Park. But holy cow, look at this view. Isn't that incredible? So pretty. Springtime in the desert. It's the end of April right now. And the desert's kind of coming alive here. Now that it's warming up a little, we got stuff like this going on right here. Indian paintbrush. Flowers are blooming. Absolutely gorgeous. I took some photos of one down the road that was just out by itself, and man, it was just popping. This is fantastic. I've never been here before, guys. and it's my backyard basically, so it's slightly embarrassing. I don't know. Don't overlook your own backyard. And I've traveled all over the place. I've missed out on some pretty cool stuff right in the real close to the house, but yeah, look at that. That's just fantastic. This is some really neat country. Very diverse in you know, river valleys, canyons, all the way up into forests even. And just right over that way in Colorado is a trophy elk hunting unit, and they grow some massive bulls. And it takes a really long time to pull a hunting permit there, so I never even tried. It's impressive, some of the animals that come out of there. All right, guys. I'm going to get on down the road. We're actually going to go down into Island Park, which is where the road ends. We'll do a little video there, and then we're going to get on out of here and just go to McConkey Ranch. Tonight I'm staying in Vernal, and then tomorrow we're gonna hike to Jones Hole. I've got permits to spend the night down there, one night camping at Ely Creek Falls. So that should be interesting. It's been a long time since I've been backpacking. I'm excited to do that tomorrow, but let's get on down to Island Park, check that out, and continue on. See you soon. Okay, we're up the road here towards Island Park, and we're going past a sign right there that says Rupel Ranch. I have no clue about anything Rupel Ranch, but I guess we'll go explore here and see what we can see. I don't know if there's anything here or not. Oh, well, all right. The road gets a little primitive compared to what we've been on. Not really hard, but yeah, okay. I'll have to do a little research on Rupel Ranch. I would imagine it was an old cattle or sheep farm. Both were prominent in the area. Okay, all right, there's a little cabin over here and some corrals. This is some pretty old looking stuff. Let's go check it out, guys. Let's go see. Yeah, the old loading chutes. Corrals. What a place to have a ranch, huh? Wow. Let's go down to this old cabin here. Man, look at the size of that cottonwood tree stump. That thing is huge. It was a massive cottonwood tree. Wow. A couple of them. Rupel Ranch, I don't know. Huh. Well, when I get home, or maybe tonight when I'm in town, I'll do a little research on Rupel Ranch. It's a pretty neat old cabin. Had a sod roof. Heavy timbers. Oh yeah. Very cool. Man, the cottonwood trees here are massive. I've never seen any that big before. As you can see, it's spring. Leaves are starting to come out. This might have said something about it at one time, but this looks like mouse haven in here, so I'm not going to go all the way in, but yeah, you can see the inside of Rupel Ranch here. Very cool. Neat old cabin. I saw this on the map, but I didn't know there was anything here. Man, what a view. Pretty cool.